Good morning, Ed Welch. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill, and I'm just so happy you got that off your chest.
Yeah, I had to, because who knows? I might have been going off on gas or something, and I was listening to your auto quip, which, by the way, I really do enjoy each morning. I don't know how you do it, but you come up with unique little quips, little stories about vehicles and things and trends, and it's you pack it into 30 seconds, and it's quite enjoyable.
Well, I appreciate that, Bill, and I enjoy doing them and sharing just a little bit. My brain is always thinking about these things, and so I just started writing them down, basically.
Yeah, and the issue on the gas, you're absolutely right. Why spend the extra money if it's really not going to do all that much for your vehicle?
No, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions about gasoline and a lot of different things. And gasoline's a lot different today than it was back in the day. But
yeah,
people think they're giving their car a treat, really, and keep the treat for the dog.
I like that line. Yeah,
the car doesn't know the difference. If you want to treat your car, go wash it. Give it a wax job. It'll like that better.
Yeah, great line. I like it. All right, so I have watched with envy in the long checkout line with my shoes in hand.
Isn't it awful?
It's brutal. And I'm watching somebody walk through, and they walk right through. I'm like, how do they get through? Well, they're TSA pre-checked.
Exactly, and you're standing on your bare feet on a filthy airport floor.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your belt off, your jacket. You're looking for stuff. And there's 100 people in front of you doing the same thing.
Yeah,
and always someone leaves something in their pocket, so they're going back. It is just what this is the easy pass to the airport.
Love it. And you literally you have to travel all over the state in order to get this done. But right now, this coming week, it's going to be available to get pre-checked in Utica. So explain what the process is and how you go about this.
Thank you. We were able to get the TSA Pre-Check Program RV to come to us in Utica. And it's only, to my knowledge, it's only appearing in one other place in New York State this month, and maybe even in the next 2 months. So it's in high demand around the Northeast, and they've only got one of them. And we applied for this over a year ago, and we kept pushing, and we won the lottery here. So it came to Utica, and our travel staff did a lot of hard work to get it here. So really, our travel management team did a boatload of work to get it here. But the most important thing is you can go to Syracuse to get this. Is the Syracuse Airport, so we'll start with that.
Okay.
But it's you got to drive out there, and really what this is about is providing the TSA with some information about you, and you go through a screening process. You don't come in today and get it and go to the airport tomorrow and fly with this. But what happens is you pay a fee, and they do a little background check on you to make sure you're not a security risk. And then what happens is once you're approved, you're given what's called a KTN, a known traveler number. And you use this when you make flight reservations. And this number, of course, is in the TSA computer. So, and these KTNs can also be saved on an airline or travel agency profile. So if you work with your travel agent, or even if you call an airline yourself and make a reservation, you could say, here's my KTN number. And what happens is when you go to the airport and get your boarding pass, this KTN number is printed on the boarding pass. So when they go through the security, you'll see there's a sign that'll say TSA Pre-Check Lane. You present your boarding pass with your ID. You get your driver's license out, and basically you just walk. You keep everything on and walk right through. You walk through the metal detector, obviously, but you're not taking everything off, and you can leave your laptop in your bag. You can leave your belt on, your shoes on, your jacket on. And as you say, Bill, we've all watched with envy as people just walk right through.
Yep. What would you suggest? Like, for instance, we'll go somewhere with my 16-year-old daughter. The suggestion would be to also have your kids do it as well, because you're not going to. Otherwise, you'd have to have your kid go through the long line, and you'd swoop right through. You're not going to do that.
Correct, and that's the whole idea is to sign everybody up, and admittedly, it's $17 a year. So and you have to, and you can't buy 1 year at a time. You buy 5 years, it's $85.
All right, okay,
that's a great deal.
So for a family that could be costly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are not. If you're going to travel once a year, maybe it's not worth for you.
Right.
But if you're getting on that plane heading to Washington, I was down in Washington not too long ago, and the line to get through in Washington was just brutal.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, that's the last time I'm going to do this.
How long does it take for them to clear you and issue you the
about
number?
30 days.
Okay, all right.
Not bad.
And the most important thing for people listening today, and we had 143 people come in the first day on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So once the word got out, I think people want this product.
Yeah.
But you've got to bring the proper ID with you, and that's important. This is much easier than going to get your real ID driver's license. I'll tell you that.
Right.
But you do need to bring your government-issued photo and proof of citizenship. So if you got your birth certificate and your driver's license, you're golden.
Okay.
If you got your passport, you're golden.
So would a passport alone take care of it?
I believe so, because
Okay.
it's government-issued and it proves who you are.
Okay, nice.
And of course, at the airport, you can always use your passport to travel.
Right.
It's a document nobody ever wants to lose, so you tend to use it sparingly.
Yeah.
But you pay for that 5 years in advance, and it takes just a few minutes to sign up. They take your information. It's fully confidential. It's done by the government. And just to give you a sense of security here, the guys that are doing this, the TSA, they're not allowed to be on camera. They're not allowed to be interviewed. You can't photograph the inside of the vehicle. So,
wow.
They treat this very seriously. They make it as we're marketing this as come on up and do this, but really the process is very well guarded and very careful with people's information.
Very cool.
And so is this an appointment-based thing, Ed, or can I just stop
first
down?
come, first serve. They have 2 staff members, so they can do 2 people at once, basically inside their. It's like the size of a Greyhound bus, their RV, and it just takes a few minutes. Like I said, we did this on Tuesday. It's from 9 to 5, and they close from noon to 1 for lunch. It's very important everybody recognize that. And
so 9 to noon,
those
1 to 5.
hours we were open. We did 143 people on Tuesday.
Wow.
Is there a pre-screening to actually kind of go through the line at your place quickly?
Get in that RV a little quicker.
I'd like to be able to skip the line to get in the RV. Ask him, he knows me. This is right at your location, right on...
it's right at 409 Court Street.
Yep.
We've been there since 1947, so I think everybody knows the AAA office is.
Yep.
And it's right in the parking lot, and we'd love you to come inside the branch and visit with us. We'll be happy to sell you a cruise vacation, get you insurance quotes, so you can come right in.
Pretty
We'd love to see you.
9 till noon Monday, 1 till 5 Monday, and then Tuesday is 9 a.m. till 12 noon.
Right, and today and tomorrow.
And today and tomorrow
Thursday,
as well.
Friday, Monday,
right, so,
Tuesday.
So it's today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. We've been here since Tuesday with this.
Beautiful.
And we're very grateful to have that here, and I hope people come take advantage of it because, you could go out to Syracuse and do this, but there's not a lot of places around the state where you can do this.
Yeah.
Really quick, cash or check, or can you pay with a card for that $85?
Pay with a card.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, good stuff. It's at AAA today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. And again, especially if you travel a lot, this is a huge savings in time. Get you through that line. And it's stressful.
It's the easy pass through the airport.
Yep, love it. All right, Ed, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Ed Welch, of course.
Hey, thanks for having me on this morning, guys. Have a great day.
Auto Talk is on Saturday mornings on WIBX. Worth doing?
Yeah,
I
doing
think so,
it.
yeah. It could be costly, though, for a family of 4.
You're right. $85
$85
a person.
I'll tell you, though, I've always said, how do I get to do that?
If you have kids, you're going to have them all because you're not going to let your 5-year-old wait in the long line while it's like, okay,
Mommy
do you mind
watching
watching my kid?
We'll be at the bar.
Hey,
Come
we'll be
find
at the
us,
bar.
kid.
Mm-hmm.